Small businesses have had to adjust a lot to keep afloat during the pandemic. But what changes have to be made if you rely on craft fairs and other large gatherings to sell food? MTN's Andy Curtis has the sweet details on how one business is adapting.
Kind of a combination of trial and error and then online resources.
Dan Norris is pretty good at figuring things out. That's true when it came to his home-based chocolate company, Bear Base Camp, and now steering that business through the pandemic.
It's just a matter of, how much dedication and effort and expense do you want to pour into it to get going. And, fortunately, I wasn't shy for that.
Operating part-time out of his Helena area home, Dan hit the usual snags at the start of the pandemic that businesses across the country saw, like cleaning supply shortages. That is not so much of an issue now, but a problem still remains.
The biggest hurdle is just trying to figure out, how to substitute the face-to-face interactions because, those in-person events, you can give people free samples and, it's a lot easier to sell a food product when somebody can actually, physically try it and be right there to ask you questions about how you're making it and so forth.
Now, because of the type of license that Dan has, he depends on in-person events like craft shows. But much like when he was learning how to make chocolate, Dan is now learning from both trial and error and online resources to keep his business moving forward.
So what I did is I shifted to an online order model, and so people can look at my website, see the products that I have, request something via email, and then I can just set up a time with them to drop it off at their house. And, I can either take pay online or in person, whatever works for them. So that's been enough to, at least keep me sustainable over the last year.
Hopefully that will change for the better as we move forward. But if not, Bear Base Camp will adjust. Reporting in Helena, Andy Curtis, MTN News.
To hear more from Andy's interview with Dan, check out this story in the Rebound section of our website, ktvh.com.